Shaiiko has long been regarded as the GOAT of Rainbow Six Siege. His achievement says it all. 2-time CGG Player of the Year, eSports World Cup winner, Yonjopeng Major Champion, and more. And arguably the most feared aimer that Rainbow Six Siege World has ever seen. From the very beginning of Rainbow Six Siege Pro League, Shaiiko was different. He wasn't just good, he was game-changing. He's throwing angles most players wouldn't dare to peek.
Pas hésiter à faire tomber pas ça.
He made Siege feel like a solo shooter.
Shaiiko sur P4. Et oui, on a certes l'avantage numérique, mais derrière, on est obligé de s'empaler. Shaiiko, le quadruplé, est-ce qu'on n'aurait pas un deuxième? Et ici, il arrive!
But lately, something has changed. The stats are down and the impact feels different. So throughout the years, we have gone from Shaiiko being a god but not winning any trophies, to Shaiiko being a slightly less dominant and winning some trophies, to now, struggling in grand finals and feeling less present. So the community is asking a once unthinkable question. Is Shaiiko past his prime? Is he washed? To understand where we are at right now, we need to go back a couple of years. 6 Invitational 2020. Shaiiko making a comeback to Rainbow Six Siege Pro League. Even when BDS lost, Shaiiko looked untouchable. The numbers were absurd. The plays were unforgettable.
To come in for Mentalist again at the Skylight. Shaiiko! What? With a double! That might have been a collateral. Taking out Magnet and Lusty, and now looking for the last one. He gets it as well. It's an ace from Shaiiko!
And here it comes, EUL 2021. In EUL 2021, BDS ran their region. Shaiiko finished the year with a 1.28 rating, dominating on entry and consistently opening rounds. He wasn't just padding stats, he was winning rounds. For most players, entry fragging was a gamble, but for Shaiiko it was a guarantee. But Shaiiko's peak and prime came in 2022, the Yonjopeng Major Grand Final versus Team Liquid. After years of falling short, BDS had the opportunity to win their first ever major. And sure they did. Shaiiko was absolutely central in those matches. On maps like Skyscraper and Theme Park, Shaiiko was dominating. He dropped 19 kills on the last map of the series, Skyscraper, to secure the win for Team BDS. He alongside Liquefact made that win happen. And then came the 2024 eSports World Cup, the biggest stage in Rainbow Six Siege eSports history, and BDS delivered. The entire BDS roster did perfectly fine, but when rounds got tight, Shaiiko stepped up. His impact in the grand final versus W7M was undeniable. He didn't just frag, he led the team. That's what legends do. But literally anything after that point didn't feel like Shaiiko anymore. Those ratings and numbers aren't bad for many players, but for Shaiiko, nah. His entry stats have dipped, his clutch rate is down, and BDS has begun to lose grand finals. These 3 years were filled with failure, grand final losses, weird eliminations, and a lot more. The 6th Invitational 2025 was Shaiiko's best shot at proving himself and cementing his name in the history of Rainbow Six Siege as the GOAT. The setup was perfect, but FaZe Clan had other plans. The team that had lost the previous year's 6th Invitational Grand Final to W7M didn't step back this time. They leveled up their game and destroyed BDS in the Grand Final of the biggest tournament of Rainbow Six Siege. Shaiiko wasn't the closer he once was. But let's dive deeper. Why are all of these things happening to Shaiiko? In his early days, Shaiiko had a point to prove. After his ban in 2017, he came back hungry, trying to prove everybody that he wasn't a cheater. He came back grinding, playing and streaming Siege, or in other words, living Rainbow Six Siege 24/7. But now, the hunger feels different. He travels more, he streams less, he plays Siege less. Siege no longer seems like the absolute focus. You know, he still cares, but not like the way he used to care. Maybe it's burnout, maybe he's finding balance in his life, but the fire that once drove him seems dimmer now. And there are other things too, it's not just Shaiiko. The meta has changed a lot. Back in 2020, it was about raw aim and fast entry. That was Shaiiko's world, that was what Shaiiko was the best at. But now it's all about utility burn, map control, wasting enemies' time, and tight teamwork. There are too many gadgets in the game. Entry fraggers are punished more than ever. Utility, time pressure, crossfires, it's a hard world for solo players. Mechanics have slowed down, recoil is way harder to control, and gunfights are longer. And in addition to that, everybody is cracked now. Even support and flex players are putting up some crazy numbers and clutching up rounds. So it's not only that Shaiiko has gotten worse, everybody else has gotten better. Nowadays, everybody's aim is great. Don't get me wrong, Shaiiko has adapted to the meta very well. He's no longer the no-brain Ashe main that he once used to be. Since Leak Effect and Solo Top are great at getting entry frag kills, Shaiiko doesn't really need to do that anymore. Recently, we've seen Shaiiko playing operators like Nomad and Twitch, operators that he would never play before. So in other words, he's ready to sacrifice himself for the team's win over just putting up some crazy numbers.
Gets the flash on the swing round, gets this fork, there is an ace!
Is Shaiiko really past his prime? The short answer, maybe. But even the past prime version of Shaiiko is better than 99% of Siege players now. He may not be the best fragger anymore, but he's still very dangerous. Don't underestimate my boy, okay? And long story short, no, Shaiiko isn't washed, but yes, he might be past his prime. But greatness isn't about peak, it's about longevity, adaptation, and impact. And if Falcons lift the trophy this year, don't be surprised to see Shaiiko destroying the enemies to get that trophy. He's just that guy. But what do you guys think about Shaiko's situation? Do you think he's past his prime, or do you think his prime is yet to come? And don't forget to watch the video I showed to you on the screen. See you guys on the next one.